Hello world, welcome back. Hello world, welcome back. I apologize that things are a little bit of a mess in here. And if you watched my tour video, that one is outdated. I recorded another one, and that one is also already outdated. I did not want to put them up super close to each other. I don't know why. Sometimes I make myself arbitrary rules, which is one of the things that I'm working on ending. Um, but now I'm going to tell you about the arbitrary rules that I made for myself for this year called New Year's resolutions. As I work on stuff around this. Where did he do that? Not important. As I work on this survival base. And I might stop and explain what I'm doing because I always get really frustrated when someone has a really talky video and they don't explain anything. I should also say, because for some reason I forgot to, that this is part of my Let's Have a Chat series where I just kind of talk. It's a little bit podcasty, so you don't have to watch what I'm doing. Like, again, I might talk about it. Like right now, this is my little sheep farm, and I'm going to go and I'm going to grab the shears, which have mending on them, and I'm going to put them, not put them, I'm going to grab them, unput them, if you will, out of the farm and mend them up. Oh my gosh, some of these are really low. Okay. Because they're green, 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 and then it's like, bam, they're in the red. Yeah, I have some New Year's resolutions, and I have a couple of things to talk about. So my biggest New Year's resolution that affects this channel, and kind of why I'm making this video, is that I am hoping to make at least one video per month on this channel specifically, because I do have a second channel. It's called Rate Random Things, and there aren't any ratings on there. There's an introduction because, again, I'm terrible at actually uploading and sometimes even filming. And right now, but my phone's kind of old, so it doesn't really have memory capabilities because it's gotten all those system uploads or updates. I'm great at talking, and that's why I should totally do YouTube more. But yeah, I need a new phone because I can't record anything more than a 2-minute clip, and it's really hard to get a rating in there. Like, this is already 3 minutes long, almost to the dot. So it's kind of a problem. Also, I have some tinted glass back here. I'm very excited about that. It's so cool. It took me forever to do it. I don't know why, because I literally have 3 amethyst geodes, which I'll probably go and harvest from. But I want to upload at least once every month. I don't know necessarily what I'm going to upload, whether it's going to be some sort of Minecraft update video. I was hoping to. I have tours of worlds that I did with some friends that I have not posted. I have plans to do crochet tutorials because I want this to be an art channel. So I do consider building primary stuff, like building in Minecraft, to be art because it uses creativity and thinking and all sorts of things. It's a 3D way of making art, and I love it. It's a sandbox game. I don't know. I'm not very well versed. I just wanted to record this video because it actually, thinking about making this video woke me up this morning, which is kind of funny. Normally it's my cats asking for breakfast. But, what else am I thinking of? Yeah, that other channel, Rate Random Things, that is going to be kind of obviously me rating things. I'm not like an expert in anything. Like, I'm rather good at crochet. I'm I got a hand for knitting, or a knack for it. I don't know what the term is, so I probably shouldn't have used it, but I did. Um, I love hiking, and that's why it's not rate objects or rate art things or whatever. It's rate random things, because I want to do ratings of different like parks around where I am and places to hike. How often it gets muddy, how hard it is, if some of the reviews that we heard are accurate. How far do you have to go to see something nice, whatever. And so I just really want to do that because things seem very, obviously they're very subjective in the hiking world when you go and look something up. So there's one mountain that we were gonna hike, me, my dad, and my sister, and it was, everything online was like, oh, it's super simple. There's the one trail that's kinda, it's like half the distance, and it's a little bit more vertical, but it's still super easy. It turns out that there were literal rock scrambles at the top, which are something that we don't do, and are pretty hard, especially if you don't know what you're doing. And so we were like, well, this isn't actually easy. And I know that my dad had talked actually last year, about a year ago now, about wanting to have his own YouTube channel and do stuff with that. So I think it would be cool if we kind of combined forces and worked on things. I know that he loves hiking YouTube and that sort of thing. So that's kind of what I want to do. I think both of my channels are mishmashes. That's the word I'm looking for. Of two different things. And I don't know. I kind of like it. I feel like it's me. Because I feel like every part of me sometimes is a mishmash of two conflicting ideas. Like, I absolutely love horses and the country and farms and just being able to look up at the night sky and it's just darkness. Or look around and it's just darkness so that you can see a bunch of stars. But I also absolutely love cities, and like, I've mentioned this on the channel before a million times probably, but I lived in Manhattan for a bit, and I love Manhattan so much. I don't know why I opened that chest. And so I feel like my channels are going to end up reflecting that. So this channel again is mostly going to be for tutorials of different things, how-tos, whatnot, and me kind of showing what I have done with different artsy things. So like Minecraft base tours and things, but also like how to make specific bases or whatever. Or builds or whatnot. I know that some of the things that I'm planning to do on this channel is, while I do my city, there's a jungle in that direction, and kind of it curves way around, it's huge. And that's actually where my starter base is. And so when I found that I had spawned in the jungle, I got really excited, and I was thinking about, I'm a big fan of Hermitcraft. I don't think that's ever made it into a video. It might have made it into one of my old ones, like Mystical Craft or something. But I'm a big fan of Hermitcraft, and Mumbo Jumbo's Season 7 base, which is crazy because now they finished Season 8. I didn't watch, like, the end of Season 7 or Season 8, I just... But, yeah, it's, like, in the jungle, and it's ancient in the middle, and then modern on the outside, like, futuristic. It's very, very cool, and I wanted to do something like that, and I actually do have a little bit of a design. I kind of want to do like a mining thing and have like floating islands above it and things, almost like the world's a little wonky because of whatever they're harvesting from the ground, and have that directly connect up to this. I think that would be really cool to be able to walk back and forth, like, through the jungle to different bases. There's so many different things that I want to do. And I always think it's so cool to connect things up. My starter base doesn't really have a way to connect. It's not in the jungle, it's in the savannah next to it. And it's like a little cave base, so I'm not certain. But those are some of the things that I'm thinking about for this world specifically, because I've loved this. I'm hoping to get. I did have a group of friends that I played with, um, but I we've kind of fallen apart and stuff, and I don't know. I would love to play once again, because I played for a little bit with people who loved YouTube, but I kind of got behind on posting. I don't even think I posted a farewell video. But I would love to do something like that that kind of ends up with a multi-person giga base. I would love that. Like, everyone has their own starter bases and everyone kind of does their own things. Even kind of groups, like, I have watched a little bit of Season 8 of Hermitcraft. Sort of like that. So if you have not seen that, they, at least from the part that I've watched, which is like Ree Mumbo, Scar, that group of people, they kind of made starter bases next to each other and then kind of all got together and were like, okay, we kind of want to work together for the rest of the season. You can do this, you can do this, you can do this. And then they kind of figured out a way to kind of connect all their bases. I haven't, again, watched all of Season 8, so I'm not sure how successful this was, but I just think that that is such a cool idea, and I wanted to do that for a while. Um, just kind of have different people do different things, and I love, 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 one of my favorite things is making stuff for shops. I don't know why. I always love thinking up shops and making stuff for shops, so I would love, at some point, to have a group of people to do that with, and honestly, if you're someone who wants to do that, I play Java, by the way. I'm working on getting Bedrock again, but I don't know. I'm really loving Java. Uh, so if you're someone who wants to do that, let me know down below, or yeah, down below is probably easier. Just let me know. Be like, hi, I like to play Minecraft. I'm pretty good at it. Whatever. I don't know. You don't necessarily have to be good, and good subjective, blah, 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 unless you're etho. What else was I thinking of? Oh yeah, I'll probably do crochet tutorials on this channel. I'm hoping to do that. I'm hoping to release my first pattern, but I want to I made it originally in acrylic, and I wanted to test it out in cotton, because I like wearing cotton. It's a wearable, it's a crop top, and it looks knitted. It's really cool. Well, obviously I'm going to say it's really cool, but I started making it in cotton, and it didn't work. So I kind of went back and I worked on fixing it, and I ended up having to get more yarn and stuff. And I was like, okay, I kind of want to make a dress version of this. And so my dumb brain thought, hey, grab like 6-weight yarn, which is huge. It's really thick. And what I was using for the rest of this was 4-weight yarn. Or actually, I think the cotton might end up being 3. It looks really small. Lovely yarn though. I'll have a review on that soon too. Theoretically, it's Lion brand. I like it. The colors are gorgeous. So yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping to open my Etsy shop sometime this year. I was supposed to open it like 6 months ago, but I did not. I've had some roadblocks and stuff. I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do. I was a little bit hasty. I still need to get a little bit better at shipping if I'm going to do stuff online. The thing that I want to do is markets. That's kind of my thing. I love like farmers markets and craft markets. Since probably most of my life I've wanted to have a stall at a craft fair. So yeah, hopefully 2022 is the year for that. Might be, might not be. I don't know. I have quite a few things to do if that's the plan, but I'm not gonna say it can't happen. I'm trying to think of other things. This poor video is probably so boring and confusing, but yeah, eventually I'll learn to write stuff down and be like, okay, this is what you plan to say, and this is kind of the order, because I'll think of an order before I start talking, and then I'll start talking, forget one thing, and then the segue won't be there. So I can't be like, oh yeah, and speaking of the other channel, this is, or speaking of reviews, this is where it's going to be. I think that was how it was going to go. So I feel like there's so many things to say. My Etsy channel, or my Etsy shop, my pattern, my second channel, and what's going to be on it, what's going to be on this channel. Getting the crew together. I don't even know who's going to be in the crew, but I'm sure it's going to be some good people if I can get that together. I don't. Also, if you have recommendations down below of good places to find people who want to play on like multiplayer together, that would be great. I've used Xbox before, but it's mostly Bedrock players on there. And yeah. I made some friends through that. That was really fun. I think. Oh no, I used Instagram to find Mystical Craft, and I happened upon that by accident. Yeah, I have, and it wouldn't seem like, oh yeah, I've had a lot of good things come out of this YouTube channel. Like, I've posted, I don't know what, 6-10 videos, not very much, and spread out over a long period of time. And a bunch of those are, hey, I'll start making videos again soon, and then nothing. And then another video that's like, hey, I'll start making videos again soon. But actually, I was doing a challenge on Instagram where I would make something in creative every day for 30 days. And then my secondary one was going to be to improve it or build the same thing again. So like there was a witch's hut and I found the witch's hut to be pretty perfect, so I just made another one, but there was like one house that was terrible, or like a greenhouse or whatever, and I worked on redoing that. But I didn't get as far with that. It wasn't as fun to me. I'd kind of run out of creative juices. But there was one diorite cottage that I made with like prismarine on the roof, and someone was like, "Hey, that's really good. Would you do a tutorial on that?" And I was like, "Heck yeah, I'd do a tutorial on that." And we talked about maybe playing Minecraft together at some point. But, I believe she only had Java, and I only had Bedrock at the time. And so we were like, okay, we'll message each other when we get the other one. And I happened to get Java, as I'm playing right now. I had an issue with, I was only playing the trial of Bedrock at that point, and I had Java, but I didn't have a computer that was capable of running it, because it is a lot more taxing than Bedrock. And so I messaged her when I got this laptop, and I was like, hey, do you want to play together? Do you still remember me? And she was like, yes, and I loved your tutorial, and blah, blah, blah. And so then we started playing together, and we made a super cool world, which hopefully I'll put the video of it on. The video of it up, and if I do that, I will edit the cards for this video and be like, hey, here's the video. That was called Ripleyville, after her dog, and then we went and we made Cloverville, which is after my cat. And that one's the one that I know that I have a tutorial for, but the thing was, she likes to do a little bit of creative to make things easier. She hadn't done a lot of true survival, and so we would do like a little thing in creative, and that's the bad thing about creative, is that you do one little thing, like you grab a saddle or whatever, then you're like, oh, why don't I just like grab melon and pumpkin seeds, because I don't feel like finding them, and then it's just, I ended up making half of Ripleyville was just in creative, and then we started using it as a testing area. It's funny because it's a medieval village, and I do most of my stuff in that sort of style. After that, again, we made Cloverville, which was in a mountain, and that one was really cool. Ended up adding a couple of new friends. Well, new to me, not new to said friend. I don't know if they're okay with their names being out there, so probably because they're in the YouTube videos, but yeah. And then we ended up getting real into creative on that world, and we were like, okay, no creative at all for this new world. And this new world is called Magicville, after one of the people that joined Cloverville. Her cat is named Magic, and we just thought it was a really cool name for it. And so that one, we added, I think, 3 more people. 2 of them, I believe, don't really play on there, like, didn't play very much, and the rest of us have gotten super duper busy. The one girl that it's named after, like, her computer keeps breaking, so she hasn't really been able to play, and there were some arguments and stuff, so we haven't really been able to play, and I'm really craving some multiplayer. And I think this is what Let's Have a Chat always descends into. It's like, okay, I'm gonna make a nice little snappy video about my New Year's resolutions. It's not gonna be like a shorts, but it's gonna tell what it needs to, and that's it. And then here we are, and it's like 22 minutes in, and I'm like, yeah, here's the story of all my friends. Well, not all of my friends. I have some real life friends. Who I actually should go and message, because they're in town. But I'll do that once I'm done with this video. Also, of course, my nose needs to go crazy as soon as I start recording. It's like, yeah, no. I'm not gonna get to record. Your nose is gonna be itchy and runny and a pain in the butt. Yeah. Hopefully I'll make some interesting videos that people start to like. I think collabs are probably the best way to go, because then you kind of you get invested in one person, then you get invested in another. So like, if somebody happens to find my channel through this, and then I go and play multiplayer with somebody else, and they're someone sees their stuff and is like, okay, I'll go check out their videos. The other way around. That's, yeah, Hermitcraft. Oh my gosh, this is such a mess. Why am I over here? I don't know, just to embarrass myself, maybe. These are supposedly slime chunks, and so I'm gonna, like a triple slime chunk. So I'm gonna theoretically just get rid of the water, and then that's it. Yeah, so many things are like half done. That's what I was talking about in the first world tour. And then the second one I was talking about how I was finishing those things up. And then, yeah, I keep making things and then having things partially done. And it's not like, oh yeah, I abandoned this a while ago and didn't think I would do it. The interior of this building I did that with. I was just working on this. I started it yesterday. It's gonna be villager powered farms. I haven't put like any of the walls in or anything, and it's gonna need more light. That's part of the reason why I did this, is because you would look at this and the interior of this building would be like a little lit up, but like somebody's got their bathroom light on in an apartment or something, but otherwise it'd be pretty dark. So I wanted many of my buildings to be lit up pretty well during the night and be pretty cool. I don't know, I'm just walking around letting y'all see. I know that this one took a toll because it's kind of a pain to make. You need quartz, emerald, which you can't, it's not in there, but the emerald goes in there. You need this blue terracotta. There's eventually going to be a cool, like, it looks like a UFO because that was what it was originally made for. In there. I'm going to work on, my next building is probably going to be a creeper farm because I really want to go to the end and get an elytra and all that sort of stuff. All that jazz. I think over somewhere in here I want to make a conservatory. Conservatory. Or greenhouse, if you're American. I should probably sign off at some point, but I don't know. I'm just so in love with this world because most of these buildings, at least in this row, were made to be farms. So obviously this one's sugarcane. It has a bit of room to go. And then there's the wool one. And this one's melon and pumpkins. And this one's not automated, but this one's bees. I just go in there and I grab the bee stuff, and I'm growing the glowberries because I want more of those. And then these were made just to be pretty, and I'm squeezing farms into them. I think this one's going to be more like actual, like farm, like vegetables. I still have no idea what's going to go in here because I was going to do so many of these. I was like villager trading, especially that big white one down there. That one, like, I even built up places for villagers to go, little like apartment-y things. And I decided to just do this. I have this area underneath. This has turned into a world tour, but yeah, spoiler alerts for the other world tour, but yeah, this one's a little more updated. Eventually there will be like glass and actual doors and not this, but yeah, I have a bit of work to do. And there's going to be a different ceiling. I'm going to work on a better transition and stuff, but would you stop hemming and hawing in there? I'm trying to make a video. That was funny in my head. I'm trying to think. But yeah, I can also grab the stuff from here, which I like. That brings me joy. Yeah, eventually there will be like a world tour and stuff. I wish I could have other people on like a copy of this world and just have them working on it. Like see what other people would do. I do have the other thing I want to show off. Other than my... And zombies despawn so quickly. Like I had a zombie villager that was in here. I zombified him. It was the cartographer, not that one, but a different one. I zombified him, realized I didn't have another golden apple, went down to go grab a golden apple, came back, and he was gone. And he was zombified, I had seen that, so. I'm great at tangents. But over here, this little hole, well, this area is going to be like railroad. And so, this is what some of the tracks look like, and I'm very excited. I'm going to make it kind of easy for me to just go from different spots, especially so that I don't have to touch anything. Like right now I would have to like hold on to my mouse because I use a little tray thing that's tilted. I have to hold on to my mouse, and then I have to like put my hands on things, and I'm a little, like, I have arthritis, and obviously you got an itchy nose or you want to grab some water or whatever, it's kind of a pain. So just having something automated where I can just go and I'll grab my phone or whatever. Not a big deal. And then I can be here. And this is eventually going to be like a state park. Again, I love hiking. I don't know, there's different things set out, and none of that sand was there originally. I'm so proud of this terraforming, except that it's hollow on the inside. I keep forgetting that. But yeah, this was all similar to like this, where it's kind of tall. I'm gonna push it back like that right here, but Why is this a world tour? I don't know. But this is, I suppose you could call this a trailer for what's gonna happen. Whether you guys will see it or not will be whether or not I stick to my New Year's resolution. But I'm hoping for, like, at least 2 videos a month. I would love to do weekly, but, I remember when I first started and I was like, is 3 videos a week too much? It feels like not enough, and now I'm like, what were you thinking, smaller me? And honestly, I have no idea. But there's a cave back here that I didn't know about. That's cool. What? Well, of course there's mobs. This is where the zombie sound is coming from. And of course I have no torches. That'd be cool if there was another mob spawner in there. I don't know. Eventually I'm gonna get rid of this mountain and this area is gonna be flat. This area is gonna be like suburby kind of houses. Also, if you're curious about more of my videos, that building right there, I have a tutorial on that on my channel. This channel, in fact. Not the other one only has an introduction video. And if you would like to go to that channel and sub or see it or whatever, again, there's only an introduction there. There should be another video very soon, but I've literally had to New Year's resolution myself into posting more. And again, it's not because I don't want to post, it's because I'm like, I don't prioritize it. And I feel really disorganized and like, I feel like I'm not good enough to make videos or whatever, but again, I kind of just started. I suck at editing so much. Also, not relevant to, well, it will be relevant to this channel, but not relevant to this video or this style of video. But I got a ring light and a phone holder, so there's no more like using chopsticks and books to hold up my phone where I want it and then having it topple over, or having like really bad lighting. I mean, I don't know, I could always put it on the wrong setting, but it's definitely better than the room lighting for the room that I recorded. I'm so excited. I have so many different ideas for this area. So if you do want to see random things, I'm going to comment below from that channel and be like, hi, this is the channel. So you can go and click on it from there. Other things that I will put in the cards are like, if I ever do put up that world tour for the world that me and my friends did together, and one of them that I was talking about, the first one that asked for the tutorial and stuff, has a YouTube channel, which I don't know if she posts on anymore, but I will still link it if I can remember what it is. She had a Minecraft YouTube channel, but doesn't use it anymore. We were gonna like make videos out of what we were doing, but then neither of us really quite had the zest for it, so yeah, hopefully this actually is a slime chunk. I know that there's a slime chunk below, but I mean, I don't know that it's below here. I think it's over that way. If you like the video, then like it. If you want to see more like this or more that I've talked about, subscribe. See if I did my New Year's resolution. Heck, try and keep me to it. I don't know. I'm getting tired. I normally like 20 minutes is my limit, so this is kind of crazy, but I might as well show you my amethyst geodes since I'm here because I'm very excited about them. Well, there's one here, and they grow super fast. That's one of them. That one's not decorated, obviously. Is it here? Yes. I have to get a better way of doing this. But there were slimes here last time I came. There's not anymore, apparently. But there they are. So, yeah. I might do some inspiration videos. I have a couple of notes for, like, changes to Minecraft. Yeah, here's how I decorated these. I'm so excited about this. I love how this came out. I'm eventually gonna add the fences up higher a little bit, kind of connect it together, make them like boxes that are kind of separated a little more. And I might, I'm not sure, dig out this area a little more. Like, I didn't really do much to this. Also, that area is really cool. I love this area. Also, if you're curious if I have ADHD, the answer is absolutely. But look at this. I love this so much. Squirrel. Yeah, I didn't grab all the ores. I don't really see the point. Even in grabbing diamond, I can get diamond stuff from villagers. So, there's not really much of a point. I'll probably come down here for the redstone. But, like, I have an iron farm. Oh, I'm gonna need the gold, though, because I'm trying to cure villagers. My cats are being a pain, which is typically how I cut off my videos. So, thank you very much for watching. If you want to see my other channel, there will be a comment down below. If you want to find my friend Hannah's channel, if I can find it, there should be a link in the description. There will be links in the description to any of the tutorial videos, or tour videos, not tutorials. I love the world saying the word tutorials. If you want to see any tutorials, nope, that's not right. See, I don't edit these videos, so you're just gonna have to deal with this. But my cat is trying to burrow himself in bubble wrap, which is a terrible idea. So yeah, if you liked the video, like it. Comment down below what your New Year's resolutions are. Or, again, if you want to join up, make some vids together. I would love that. Or anything else you're feeling. Comments make my day. Honestly, I think even a hate comment would probably make my day. Because it's like somebody watched the video enough to think about, like, anything. So, yeah. That's kind of what I'm hoping for in this year, but as I mentioned, I've talked the talk before and never walked the walk. This is one of 4 YouTube channels that I have. One of them I'm not going to do anymore. It was with a friend, and we don't really talk anymore. I have another one that we don't really ever use, but that's for my fiction writing. And then obviously I have Rate Random Things. And then this one. And I hope you guys have a great day. And, yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. And, yeah. Bye, guys.